Now what we're looking at here is a 1.8 Volkswagen Passat motor head that lost the timing belt. And if you look here, you can see that the valves are no longer shaped like they're supposed to be. And on these engines, when they lose the timing belt, it does this to the valves. And here's one that's not mangled. As you can see, it's pretty decent looking. But since we lost as many as we did, all of this row here is bent, and all of this row here is bent. This row here is the only one that survived. Out of 5 valves per cylinder, we managed to completely bend all but 2 of them per cylinder. You look down in there, you can see this. I've been cleaning these ports out, checking those guides to make sure they're not all trashed. Make sure the valves didn't go down and take a chunk out of one of them or something. Been real careful in looking at these seats. Make sure the valves didn't hit any of the seats. As far as I can see, there's no damage. You can see I got some of it clean. And the goal is here to finish cleaning it some more. Part of what I'm using to do that is one of these wire brushes on a drill. And if you look, see how soft that is? You can kind of see how soft it is anyway. Don't use a hard one on it. You run the risk of scratching stuff, but use these soft ones. You can take a bunch of that carbon and stuff out of there. I got to get down in there with some picks and screwdrivers like these. I've been picking the stuff out of this area down in here, trying to get it all cleaned out. I'm doing this because we don't have enough money for a new head. New head's $500 to have a rebuilt one, and I think we can get these parts for a couple of $100 and have the whole thing put back together. The biggest thing you gotta watch is make sure your seats aren't all screwed up. We'll end up putting a new set of valves in, and I'll show you how we're gonna do that. We'll lap the new valves into these old seats, and I think we can make it work. In the meantime here, I'm gonna set this down and show you what I'm doing with the drill. Trying to get that get those ports cleaned up. Get some of the crud out of them. Kind of a pain when it moves around. Be careful, don't shove it too far down in there and scratch up the seats, because then you got to do a bunch more work to it. Yeah. Actually, not that much stuff in them, but I want to clean them up and make sure we don't have any loose carbon. The last thing we need is to get a piece of that carbon, come down and get between the new seat and the valve, new valve, and immediately burn a valve because it's not seating. This isn't really the right way to do it for those of you naysayers that want to talk about that. It's definitely not the right way. Right way is to pay somebody else to do it, but not all of us have the money to do that, so we have to make do with what we got. Sometimes a little bit of patience, you can make a lot of things work that for quite a long time, that for all intents and purposes get you by. And this engine probably isn't gonna, this head probably won't make another 200,000 miles, but that's not the goal here. The goal is get some transportation going again without spending a big pile of money. The car was just recently purchased and it didn't run very long. I suspect the people that were selling it knew it had a problem. The idler had come apart in the timing chain, and that's what was their belt. That's what caused the belt to break or come loose. And I suspect it was making noise. And they took it to somebody and they said, I need the belt. And the guy didn't want to fix it, so he sold it. So the new owner got stuck with it. So here we are, trying to make something work. And we will. It'll go again. It's not going to be a too big of a deal. The biggest key to making it work is to taking your time and do as good a job as you can with what you got to work with. It isn't always about spending money to make it work. I'm going to get this cleaned out of here a little bit. I got to get down in there so porch a little bit more. And then we're going to take the pick and pick the rest of that. Alright, give that thing a little bit of time to cool off. See if I can get you down in here so you can see what I'm doing. Now, let's see here. Maybe if I turn this just a little bit. Now let's go this way. Yeah, can't really see down in there. Let's see what we... There's a little bit you can see. I'm going to get all this out of there. See that loose carbon? Get it in between the seat, between this face here and the valve. It will give you problems. So need to get it all cleaned out of there, so we don't have that problem. One of the little wire brushes down in there. See if that'll do some good. These are just brushes for cleaning copper pipe. So it's amazing what you can use to do a lot of things with these. Sometimes it doesn't take a whole bunch of special tools. Just takes a little bit of working with what you got. I don't know how much you can see what I'm doing there, but it's hard even for me to see what I'm doing. I can't get enough light down in there really to do it much good. And poke around in the dark and then back up and see if you can see what you did any good. Yeah, it's coming. Anyway, let me shut the camera off here for a minute and do some more of this and show you progress after I'm finished.